Welcome back, y'all. Tyra Elin here. Life with Tyra Elin. Lessons and inspirations that provide full evolution, if that's what you're looking for, because that's what I'm giving. On my channel, I tell stories. I talk about being a mother. I talk about being a wife and all other revelations that I receive throughout the week, throughout the day, depending on when I record it. And so one of the things I want to talk about revolves around motherhood and this concept of being available, making time. We love these humans that we birthed. We love them to death, but we also yearn for time to ourselves. And what I have been trying to do this whole year is figuring out how to merge the two. How do I spend quality time and still find me in the midst of it, still be me in the midst of it? Because what I don't want is to spend my children's whole time or their childhood years raising them so that I could provide for them, yet missing out on them, right? And that could be the narrative. So busy trying to figure out how to make their life better that I become miserable in the midst and never live in regret. And I don't want that. Do you want that? I don't think any mother wants that. And so I have found true joy, hence the title, in our lovely Disney Channel. I didn't turn my phone off. Do not disturb. So I have found gems, true gems in these Disney movies. And it's been very interesting. You know, Disney, they make these movies for children, they say. Which there's probably truth to that. But let me tell y'all, I have found some truths of my own. And those are the ones I want to share with you, because at the end of the day, I try to be childlike, even in my attitude with my husband or my frustration in my kids. I try to keep the posture of I am a child of God. And I didn't watch that many cartoons as a child, but I did watch Disney when it was strictly Disney, like they had their own commercials. And so I found myself watching movies with my kids this year. How many of y'all have seen Encanto? I think we sang that movie for the first month that it came out. Like, we played it on Pandora. We did everything. And I was talking to my kids. I have 5, y'all. 11, 8, 6, 3, and 1. And next year, they'll all be a year older, okay? Within the first 6 months of the year. And so I'm talking to my second oldest, which is the only boy, and he cracks me up because his perspective and the way that he thinks, I'm like, man, just go be a lawyer already, because he can justify anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. And there's a story that I shall tell one day, but not today. So back to the movie. We're watching this movie and we're talking about our favorite characters, and he makes a valid point that just like threw me back in my wig, and I had to go rewatch the movie with them. He said, Dolores is the real villain. I said, why do you say that? He said, because she could hear all things and she never said anything, so she heard Bruno in the wall. Mic drop. What? The fact that he caught on to that. No one told him that narrative. It's not said in the movie. It's not pointed out. It's not even hinted to in my perspective. But hey, that's just me. My 8-year-old schooled me. And I began to think about the importance of speaking up when you hear. Sometimes it's out of our emotion and it's not meant for us to. But when we know things that will help people advance, when we know things that will help continue legacy, when we know things that will harm those who have no control over what's happening to them because they're a child, shouldn't we speak? And when he said that, I was just blown away, because there was so much focus on Bruno saying the wrong things or being the wrong type of person that we didn't realize who already knew. Who already knew the secret? Who knows the secret in your house? If you know the secret, are you sharing? Because in holding the secret, you're being held up in your own release. Because you're holding on to something that you know should be said. You ever wonder if Dolores had cloudy days just because of what she knew in her heart? I don't know. But I said, boy, oh boy, you threw me a loop with that, Junior. And I just thought about the importance of spending time with them and having conversation with them to get their thought process. How are they thinking and what are they thinking about? That's important for us to gauge as parents, as mothers, no matter how busy we get. Are we present enough to see the mindset of our children to therefore then catch them when they're falling short or to encourage them when they're on the right path? I said, okay, Disney, let's go. And so we watched a lot of shows this year together and a lot of movies. And what I began to realize is some of these experiences they may experience and some they may not. But it opens the door for us to have a conversation on how to respond to some of these things we're seeing on TV. Because I don't know what their life will lead to. And neither do they. And so the beauty of it is we can have story time and share thought perspective through movies. So when I find it hard to suck up my me time with spending it with my kids, I think about how it's beneficial for both of us. It's edifying to my soul to listen to my kids. I can actually learn something. And it's beneficial to who they're going to be in this world, to listen to their thought process, to give them a voice at a young age so they don't feel a need to run and be heard in a way because they never had their voice heard. There's beauty in motherhood. And sometimes it's hard to see it when you're in the midst, when you're in the fire, when it seems as if, man, I am not catching a break. So my suggestion to you is find the balance. Pop a movie in, spend some intentional time, really take it in and be present, and talk to your children. Because this time only lasts for a little while. Because I remember being in high school and my mom wanted to do certain things and me running from the concept. Because I wanted to live my life. It was time for me to do some of the stuff I wanted to do. Some of those things that I had seen on TV. Some of those friends that I had experienced in Disney, on Disney shows. Lizzie McGuire, come on now. Loved it. The moral, enjoy this time. Because one day, our little babies are going to be too old to kick it with mama, to cuddle, or to enjoy watching a movie. So get it while it's hot, girl. Because what I don't want is to look back and regret ignoring them or never spending time with them. Because that right there could eat a woman up, right? So as you prepare your day today, think about how you're going to spend time with your kids or child or godson, goddaughter, whoever it may be. I made that one a little loose. We're going to have to redo that one because this one is fire. Y'all see how that twists back? And then this one is like clumpy. I'll get it right one of these days. Yep, we're going to have to redo that one. But until next time, as I redo my hair, looking real childish, I encourage y'all to spend quality time with your children. Not only because they benefit from your presence, but you benefit from their wisdom. Peace.